The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
To another Horrible Gamers Spotlight. This show, we have a new member of the community that decided to join us for the Spotlight. And actually, one of my co-hosts decided to finally join me. The Canadian is here, Gibson 877777777.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Horrible Gamers Community Spotlight episode number 2.
Number 2, eh? Guys, we have with us... Who do we have with us, Ryan? Who do we have with us?
Well, we have someone that I've never actually talked to before.
Neither have I.
So this is going to be an interesting little adventure we're on here, Jesus.
This was the point of the show, though. This is what I wanted to do this for, because I wanted people that listen to the show to come out, and talk to us about video games, what they do outside of video games, etc. But today we have Marcus Polanco, gamer tag Mpolo on Xbox and Mpolo on Steam. He says that you'll probably find him more on Steam now, so Mpolo if you want to add him on Steam. Guys, welcome. Welcome, Marcus. Welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the big welcome. I just wanted to say, big fan of the show, and looking forward to having a good time with you guys tonight.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. I mean, I know it's, that it was weird because I was like working the other day and I got a message like from this guy. I'm like, hey, I want to be on the next Spotlight. I was like, okay, we could do this. Awesome. But I'm glad to have you on, man, and glad to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad to have you on the show. And so tell us about yourself. I mean, so you have a gamer tag, so obviously you were an Xbox gamer, but you also have a Steam account name there. What do you prefer to play on?
I do prefer to play on PC now. I was a long-time gamer on Xbox and PlayStation, actually. But, over the years of just seeing how the games evolve on PC compared to Xbox, all my friends slowly converted over to PC, and I slowly had to follow them. So now here I am.
So
awesome.
So what did you build?
I built, I future-proofed my computer, so I built a brand new, full tower with the 8700K, the new 8th gen processor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have a 1080 Ti graphics card.
Oh, you mining for Bitcoins?
No, but I'm very happy I bought my graphics card when I did because I looked today and they literally doubled in price.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. The
1080 Ti is like the Bitcoin mining video card, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I probably overpaid for my my graphics card. I spent about $750, but I literally looked today and they're going for $1,400. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
So
they're hard to come by too. So be lucky that you got one because people are buying them so fast.
Yeah, they're out of stock at $1,400. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I mainly built my computer when I saw a lot of people play PUBG. I was a big just watched on Twitch a lot, and PUBG kind of took me over to the dark side, I guess.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, that game still every day gives me the heart poundings like you guys talk about.
Yeah.
It's fun.
The game is good. It's
the PC version is a much cleaner looking and playing version of the game, but it still has that exact same, gives you that exact same feeling, that exact same excitement. And, hiding in bushes and shit.
Yeah. And I know people say that the hackers and the modders and stuff. They're getting a real handle on it. I think give it a couple months to a year, that game's gonna be really good, really solid. So.
All right. So Marcus, so tell me, what made you what started you in gaming? Like, what was your first thing that started you in gaming? Like, what was the first console you ever owned, or anything really? PC.
My first console I owned would be the Nintendo 64. But before that, I remember just going over my uncle's house, and he would have Super Nintendo, and we would always play like Killer Instinct on there. What else did we play?
That game was cool. Yeah. That one had the black cartridge. I remember because I owned it.
The black cartridge. Yes, we played Donkey Kong all the time, Bomberman. So my gaming goes back a long time. My first PC experience, I would have to say, I wanted to say I just started downloading games on my parents' computer, and over time I would just have friends in and out of my life that had computer games, first console games. So it's always been a big battle with which console or PC I want to stick with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What was your favorite game on the Nintendo 64?
Nintendo 64, it'd have to be, it's a big tie between 007 and Banjo-Kazooie. Because Banjo-Kazooie, man, I remember I was like one of the first people that could beat that game out of my friends. And I was like, I was the cool guy in school, in elementary school. Like, oh, you beat it first? Yeah. So, and then GoldenEye was just a fun time with everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, GoldenEye, I remember playing that with my cousin, and I remember getting into a fist fight with him one time over it. Screen peeking, man. Stop screen peeking.
Yeah, no screen cheating, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets crazy. So that's cool, man. So you mentioned that you were in elementary school when you had this system. How old are you, by the way? Just want to clarify that.
I'm 25.
25. Oh, awesome. I'm 26 myself, so not too far ahead of you. Yep. But, so would you say the Nintendo 64 is what started you gaming? Like, what was the point in your gaming career, I would say, that you just realized, like, man, I love video games. Like, I love this hobby. Like, this is an awesome hobby. I want to keep doing this,
I would say that point in my life probably came a little bit later in life, more in my teens. I got the PS2, and there was one game that I kid you not, that was the only game that I owned on the PlayStation 2. It was SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. And that was one of the first online games, I believe, for PlayStation 2. And it was just like a 6-man, third-person kind of army game, and you just did like objectives. And, man, it was a blast.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember that game, but I never played it online. I never had online on my PS2. I just played it offline, but that game was still fun, single player. It was really hard. School. Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Really hard. Yeah,
because you had to give all the commands, tell people what to do, breach a door. You got to like have everything lined up perfectly. It was a hard game for me when I was like fucking 10 years old, 11 years old playing this thing. I was like, oh man, this is hard.
Definitely, it was a hard game, man. It was. I just felt like it was the most advanced like shooter at the time, and shooters I've always been big on shooters, so.
That and Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon.
Yeah, Ghost Recon.
Those games were pretty hard too. SOCOM was up there with it. So, yeah, those games are good. Good games.
Yeah, like the most recent Ghost Recon Wildlands, it upset me so much. It was a great game. I just thought the AI in that game was. I like told them to just go sit in the corner, and then I just go away and did my own stuff, and then they would just like pop up every once in a while. I'd just make them sit wherever they popped up at.
Mm.
But other than that was a good game. Yeah, I really like the Ghost Recon series.
Awesome. That's cool, man. That's cool. So let's continue talking about more games and more stuff about games. What do you feel is your greatest achievement in gaming? Like, what is that one achievement that you got in a game, or not even an achievement? You know, it doesn't have to like pop an achievement. Like, what is one thing you accomplished in a game that you're just like, wow, I did that?
Well, I had a group of friends. It was 4 of us total, and we were really big into Halo 2. So we always play Halo together, and one day, all of a sudden, there was a Call of Duty tournament that popped up. We were like, man, we don't play Call of Duty, but we should go play in this tournament because we could win some money. Yeah, I think the prize was $1,000. I think it was one local GameStop that had a big Call of Duty tournament. And, man, I think it was the first Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare that was coming out. And we went over there and we took that tournament down from our Halo skills. We never really played Call of Duty. We never touched it. We were always big Halo guys. And, yeah, we won $250 each.
What? That's fucking crazy, man. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I've never been in a competition where I've won money like that. That sounds pretty awesome, actually. To go from like a game you don't play to like, oh, we'll go try it out, I guess, and then you just win. Right. Yeah, that's cool, man. Either you had a lot of luck on your side that time, or just you were playing against shitty players.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of both, honestly. But I mean, yeah, it was a great time. We actually traveled probably like 35 minutes away from where we lived because we just heard about the tournament. We didn't even know if it was like actually existed or anything. We were just like, well, we'll just go out on a limb and try it, and we ended up cashing out. So
nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
At that point, I was like, yeah, I can do something with this, hopefully. But ever since then, nothing. Just casual game.
That's cool, man. So I want you to tell me about your PC experiences, because right now you're a PC gamer. You said you switched over from consoles to PC. Was there any point in time you switched? Did you say you switched last year, right, when PUBG came out?
Right. I think PUBG came out in March 25th, something like that. Yeah. I bought a PC in August.
Okay, not too long after. Any time in between March and August, when you were thinking, I need a PC to play this PUBG thing. This PUBG thing has me interested. I should build a fucking $2,000 PC to play this thing. Was there any point in time when you looked at the Xbox One X and were like, I should get that instead? Or you were just dead set on PC because you just wanted a PC?
My whole life I wanted a PC. I've played I played PC sporadically throughout my life with having consoles. So I played a lot of Counter-Strike. I did the whole World of Warcraft thing. I played some Diablo. So PC's always been in my life. And I think, it was just time to just make the full conversion. PUBG had me that interested. I was just like, man, you know what? If I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to do it big.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Like, I don't know. Personally, I don't think I could make that jump. I couldn't move to mouse and keyboard. I don't know.
I mean, I still got my Xbox controller. I always play like I built my PC. I played Assassin's Creed Origins. I play GTA with a controller, Rocket League with a controller. So there's a few games I still play with a controller, but just on my computer.
Awesome. Cool, man. That's fucking amazing. Props to you, dude, because a lot of people can't make that jump like myself. I'm too committed to Xbox or something. They like email me all the time. They email me happy birthday, 25 cents. And I'm like, I'll stay with you forever.
We love you.
You have any questions for him, Ryan?
Nothing off the top of my head right now. I'm trying to think of some, but go ahead if you got more.
So, Marcus, I have a question for you that's probably gonna really make you think here. I want you to answer me this. Why? What is the reason that you play video games? Why do you do it? Do you do it to release stress, to get away from your life, whatever? Why do you play video games?
Well, I work outside, so that's one. It definitely helps me unwind. But I really have a competitive spirit in me. High school, growing up, I played, even in college, I played football. So I've always really been a competitor. And video games now is just another way for me to compete. I'm getting older, and work is a lot more important to me than trying to go out and play football or play another sport, like just hanging around on the streets and injuring myself. So, yeah, I think video games, I can just relax at the end of the day, unwind after a long day, and kick some ass.
Awesome. So when you're gaming, do you enjoy playing with others online or in person? What's your preference? Do you prefer like online games or just couch co-op?
Yeah, I definitely play online games. I really like to interact with people. It's just a way to, because I don't want to shut myself away from the world with video games. So playing online, I still interact with people, and I play with real friends that I have like at work or from school that I play with all the time. And then I have friends that I play with for like, I remember a long time ago I had a friend and when I recently built a PC, I reached out to that same guy and he was still playing PC games and we still play PUBG together. So just, I love talking to people and hanging out with friends. So it's a great way to communicate.
When you're playing on PC, what do you use to chat?
Discord.
You do use the Discord,
yeah,
okay.
Discord. It's very confusing at first, but it's pretty easy to get the hang of.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man. Good. Awesome. So far, so good on the interview here. Next question. Question. When someone asks you on the streets, "Are you a gamer?" What do you say?
I say, "What kind of gamer?"
Okay. Explain that to me. Well, what kind of gamer? What do you mean, what kind of gamer?
I say, do you play like sports games, or do you play like shooting games or racing games, or just console games, PC games? Just kind of get the feel for them. What kind of gamer are you? Because I got friends that say they're gamers, and then I got friends that I know are gamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I mean, I'm just wondering because, oftentimes, I'm at work or something, and I see people making comments about gamers or video games or how they're a waste of time or et cetera. And then sometimes it pisses me off because I'm like, video games are not really a waste of time. You learn a lot playing a video game. You can learn how to interact with certain things, interact with other people, build relationships. You learn a lot of different skills, I would say, in a video game. You can even learn how to fucking drive a car playing GTA. You know what I mean? Maybe not good,
yes,
but you would learn how to drive one.
To be honest with you, when I first started driving stick, the only experience I ever had was the arcade game Hard Driving. And that's how I learned how to drive stick, like, honestly, because I got thrown into driving stick because I was working at a dealership, and I was bringing in cars to the shop for the mechanics, and they would just throw me keys, and I'd go out and be like, oh shit, it's stick. I gotta drive this thing, right? So then I just took my experience from playing Hard Driving and put it to that, and it actually worked, and that's how I learned how to drive stick.
That's pretty.
You hear like
cool.
all the time, like the military using virtual reality to train, police using virtual reality to train. Even like even in sports, I watch a lot of sports, like hockey. I'm a big hockey fan, and they use virtual reality all the time to do coaching, and it's crazy. So I mean, video games are becoming a big thing, not just for gamers, but for people like that.
Yeah,
definitely agree with that.
You say you're a hockey fan. Who's your team?
Oh, Dallas Stars. I live in Texas, so Dallas Stars.
He's wearing a hoodie right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Right.
Is that their new logo? I don't follow hockey much anymore, but
it is. They got it maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. They changed it. So
okay. Yeah. They used to be the Minnesota North Stars.
That's true. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Now it's the Minnesota Wild.
Right. Yeah, they moved to
Mm-hmm. Marcus, real quick, answer me this. How often do you play video games? Like,
Oh,
How often?
How many hours in a week do you think that you play?
Okay, so currently I'm looking at my Steam and it says 76.7 hours in the past 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
40, is that a lot?
Week almost. Yeah.
30-something each week?
That's like a work week.
Hey.
That's a long time. That's a long time, Marcus.
I mean, I get pretty close to that too sometimes.
Yeah, I clean pools. I'm a pool technician.
Okay.
So right now in the wintertime, it's kind of slow, and my days are shorter.
I
So
see how that,
resulting in longer video game days. And my girlfriend doesn't get off work till 6 o'clock every day anyway, so I usually get a couple in before she gets off work and then hang out with her for a little bit and then before I go to sleep again, so.
That's a good plan. Good plan. Keep at it, man. Real quick. Do you feel like video games have affected your life in a positive way, in a negative way, or neither? Like, do you feel like it's indifferent, like, they're just video games? Or do you feel like they have really affected you in a super positive way or a super negative way?
I think they've affected me in a positive way. I mean, shoot, I play enough. I hope they affect me in a positive way. But, I think they do. They definitely keep me out of trouble. I'm not running around the streets, getting in trouble, doing whatever. I mean, they keep me. I like to have a schedule with what I do throughout the week and stuff, so I can kind of plan out when I play video games around like other stuff that I need to get done. At any point, I would be totally cool with just, I have to be done with video games for a while because I got real life stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I think they do overall affect me in a positive way.
You sure?
I would hope so.
That's the truth. So what's something that you've learned from video gaming? So, like, what's a skill that you've learned in the game? What's something you've learned? Like Ryan learned how to drive a fucking stick shift car.
Learn how to shoot people in the face.
Whoa.
Virtually, guys.
Virtually. Yeah, that's all right.
It takes a lot of teamwork. Teamwork builds friendships. I mean, I just I don't know. I like playing.
Do you have a VR headset?
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
I don't.
Do you plan on getting one or no?
I haven't decided yet.
Still undecided.
Yes, they're very expensive and
it's pricey, right? Yeah.
There's not a lot of good content on them yet.
There's no PUBG on it yet.
Well, there is apparently.
Oh, there is?
I've seen good videos of people playing a version of PUBG in VR.
Oh, wow! Imagine that, Ryan.
I have.
PUBG in VR?
Hell yeah!
It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
it's happening.
That sounds crazy. It sounds like it'll be an intense experience. Man.
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Okay, my next question for you is, what kind of keyboard do you have?
I have a Razer Chroma. It's very clicky.
Black Widow?
It's a Ornata, I think.
You have the Ornata. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I have the Black Widow. Do you how often do you use the actual like color schemes and stuff?
I do actually have profiles and set for different games. So like whenever PUBG, whenever I boot up like Path of Exile or Overwatch. Well, Overwatch actually has a Razer skin on the actual keyboard. But yeah, different games I set up different profiles just to help me with like just looking for quick buttons and stuff.
Well, Overwatch has an awesome program where it's like,
like choose like May, it's blue, or like Soldier.
Yeah, different characters do different things to your keyboards, and then like when their ultimates are about to go off, your keyboard's like flashing like crazy. Yeah. Do you have a mouse too? The Razer mouse?
I have the Mamba 2017 Tournament Edition.
Oh God, this sounds. This is getting too PC for me.
Yeah. I can't remember what mine is. It's just it's the Chroma one with the 2 extra buttons.
I have 2 extra buttons as well.
Yeah. Do you have a Firefly?
I don't know what that is.
The mouse pad.
Oh no, I just have I don't know. I bought the biggest mouse pad I could find off Amazon.
Yeah, the Razer mouse pad is big too, but it also goes with the whole thing, right? Like if you get the Chroma mouse pad, it'll flash too. Like everything will fucking go crazy when you're playing Overwatch.
That's crazy.
So you can have
Overwatch already is a like crazy flashy game, so I don't know. That might be too much.
Everything in your room is flashing.
Yeah.
But now you can set up your if you have hue lights,
yeah, you can
set those up, and they'll make your whole room go crazy. It's nuts.
It'll look like a rave in your room every time you're playing Overwatch. Oh man. So Marcus,
I was just wondering if you had that stuff. Yeah.
Marcus, next question. Dun dun dun. How does playing a video game make you feel, usually? Do you feel, like, happy? Do you feel, like, stressed out about it? How do you feel when you're playing video games? How do they tend to make you feel?
It depends on how the game is going. But if the game is going bad, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just... I'm saying they've made me feel good, is what I'm saying. But the bad is not like, I'm going to go, like, throw my mouse out the window.
You're not throwing your keyboard through the wall?
Yeah, it's just like, whatever.
Oh, wait, man, those things are too expensive.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that do that shit, though, probably. Like, you're so mad to just throw things around.
I gotta say, though, the Razer keyboard is actually pretty solid.
There you go.
If you threw that, you put a hole in the wall. It's pretty heavy. Like it's
got some kick to it.
Yeah. Especially if you got there's like a military metallic one. It's a special edition one.
It's like all metal?
Super heavy, yeah.
Damn.
It's just got like a metal, like an aluminum frame to it.
Yeah.
But
I gotcha.
It's solid and heavy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a different keyboard because I am starting to stream just a little bit, and this keyboard is extremely clicky for stream.
You know, it's funny. I bought mine off of some guy on Craigslist. It's Craigslist up here, anyways.
Right.
And he was selling it for that exact reason. He was like, I stream, and everyone on my stream is like, I can't stand the sound of your keyboard, man.
Yes.
It's like the clickiest keyboard ever.
Yeah. That's like the only con I could find about the keyboard, though. So that's essentially.
But people like that. It's a, you know what I mean? You feel that click. You feel, you push that button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why they're made. That's why they're made like that, right? That purpose. So you feel that you press the button. So you said you stream. What's your stream channel? Where do you stream? Mixer, Twitch, YouTube?
I do stream on Twitch, and it's the same as my Steam. It's just twitch.tv/Mpolo.
There you go.
Check me out.
There you go. Go check them out. When do you usually stream? What days? What times?
Man, I've been trying to get a solid schedule, but really it's just kind of whenever. I'll definitely post in the group. I'm not really big into the whole like Facebook, Twitter, social media thing, but I will post in the group when I stream.
Awesome. Cool, man. Cool. Next question. So earlier you said you played like 70-something hours in 2 weeks of video games, which is a long-ass time to your parents. Like, they're probably like, what the fuck's he doing with himself? 70-something hours. Like, what in the world is he doing? But my question to you is, how much do you consider to be too much gaming? And why?
When you start neglecting real life choices. So like if your girlfriend asks you to go out and you say no, or if your parents ask you to go eat out to eat with dinner and you say no, or, you just start, and I'm not saying every time, because there's obviously times that you don't want to do stuff, but when you start shunning and just getting away from normal life and slacking off in normal life, that's when it's time for there's too much video games.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I'm a responsible man.
Good.
I get my stuff done. Yeah.
Awesome. That's good. That's the way it should be.
You work hard and you play hard.
Yeah, you don't have gaming disorder apparently.
Yeah,
maybe
I might have objectophilia towards my PC.
Man, that story cracked me up so hard when you guys came out. I was like, what?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I like when I saw that headline, I was like, I need to disable my blocker real quick to read this article because this is crazy. Shout out to the news machine for finding that one. That was crazy.
Yeah. Did you see this piece of news that I brought? This man, I feel so bad for this kid. Apparently, in this game, are you guys familiar with the game VR Chat?
No.
Okay, I am now because you talked about it earlier.
Right. So basically, you put on your headset and you have your controllers, and you go into VR Chat, and it's basically just a chat room where you can create your avatar to literally whatever you want it to be. If you want to be Goku, you can be Knuckles, you can be an anime character, you can be Rick from Rick and Morty, anybody you want to be, and you just go and chat with people. And there's hundreds of people in chat rooms, right?
Okay.
So virtual reality not only has the headset and the hand controllers, but some people have the ones that go around their legs.
The fuck?
Following me?
Like you walk around your room?
So you walk around, yes, and you can turn and move and everything, right?
Okay.
So there was a guy or a kid or someone in VR Chat apparently having a seizure while holding his virtual reality stuff because his body's tense. I'm assuming he's having a seizure. And in-game, all of these people that are around him are like, what the fuck? This guy's having a seizure. They're seeing his character seize out in virtual reality. It's a crazy news story. And they were the guy that was posted was trying to reach out to him to see if he was okay. But they were saying that if you watch the video, people were actually very concerned. They were like, "Hey man, are you okay? Get the flashing characters away from him and give him some space and let him breathe because he couldn't get his helmet off."
Yeah,
that is crazy as shit, man.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised his helmet stayed on. If he dropped to the ground, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
and you're whipping around if you're having a seizure. So that headset was probably on there pretty tight if it stayed on him.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. So,
but having the things in your hand, I'm imagining that you would have those gripped. I wonder if he broke them.
Yeah.
Because you would probably grip those pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I think they they have rings on them, so they actually you put your thumbs through them and everything. So you got a pretty tight grip on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's a sad news story, man.
Yeah. I know it's
but at the same time, it's pretty awesome because I'm surprised that they didn't make fun of him.
Yeah, and people that were making fun of him, they were like, get the fuck out of here. We're actually trying to help this guy. We're concerned. So shout out to the gaming community.
That's fucking awesome.
Crazy VR game.
Yeah, not all gamers are crazy fuckers.
Right?
That's an awesome story, man. I mean, I'm glad that they were able to realize that he's actually having a seizure and they were trying to help, in any way they can, as much as they could at the moment. Yeah. Wow. That's a uplifting story, guys. Gamers are good. Gamers are good. Speaking of gamers being good, what would you say is your favorite thing about video games or the gaming industry in general? What's your favorite thing about it? What's your favorite thing about the video game industry?
That there's always something new that's coming out. Everybody's got to have always had the newest thing that's coming out.
Yeah, it could be a bad thing too, man. There's so much money spent on fucking games. You're like, man, why did I buy this game when I could have bought it 2 weeks later for $10?
Why did I build this PC when I could have just played PUBG on Xbox? No, I'm just kidding.
So with that being said, what are you looking forward to that's coming out? What's new that you're looking forward to? What's your next game that you're looking at?
I was really excited for Monster Hunter, and then I recently read an article that they're pushing the PC release back to November, so I kind of got bummed out on that. Red Dead Redemption 2 looks really good.
Is that coming to PC?
That's what I've been hearing. And it's supposed to be around the same time that the console release.
Interesting.
Yeah, that. What else? What else am I looking forward to?
Have you tried the Metal Gear Survive beta?
I haven't. I thought that is that out already?
No, the beta's out.
Okay.
Yeah, the open beta's going on.
I heard about that game. Yeah,
I tried that today.
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in it, man.
The coolest thing about it, I gotta say, the coolest thing that I thought was like, this is pretty incredible, was the main menu. How they did that. That was pretty fucking cool. That was fucking cool. That was pretty cool. I was like, this is pretty innovative right here. I like this like new style of menu here. You get to walk around the main menu. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
But everything's just like whited out, and it's like, it's like
Assassin's Creed when you're in the loading screen and you can walk with your character around the screen. Pretty much is that, except you're in the
you can like walk
main
to like
menu.
the options, or you could walk to
your
like
loadout, and you
different
can
modes,
change your loadout
like
on the spot. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
And then it kind of reminded me of Fortnite a little bit, where you're building and defending, right?
Yeah, so. I didn't really like it.
No, I didn't either. But I played it by myself. Like I just played.
Well, same here. I don't know how the fuck do you play with people. Like I thought I put you with randoms.
We gotta. That's why I was asking you if you were home, because I wanted you to come join.
Because it was like when I got in there, it was like on the loading screen it said, when you launch a game, we'll pair you up with people online. And it said I was connected to the server, so I'm like,
yeah.
Why the fuck am I by myself in this lobby then?
And then I just couldn't figure out like all the crafting and stuff, because I don't really know like the Metal Gear menus very well.
So. Well, I realized that you craft parts. We'll probably talk about this on the show tomorrow, but we'll talk about it now too. You realize you craft parts like at different tables, at different sections of like different, like they have different rooms in the base. And you gotta go to each room and you gotta craft the thing in that room. Like if you want to craft ammunition, you gotta walk over to the ammunition thing and then craft your ammunition there.
Yeah.
And then go store it on the outside locker if you want to store it out there. It's really weird. And you gotta have like the materials to craft the things. So you gotta have like enough copper and whatever, all that bullshit.
That's what happened to me, was I ran out of bullets, and then I was like, oh, I can't.
50,000 zombies coming at me.
Yeah, I didn't have to do anything, and then all of a sudden my thing was surrounded, and I'm like sitting there with an axe just chopping at them, like, go away!
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, definitely, in our regular show. But guys, the next question. I want to ask this to both of you guys, because I think this would be a good question for all of us to answer. What is the worst thing about the gaming industry? In your guys' opinion, what is the worst thing about the gaming industry?
I would say I saw news recently that EA is going to now match you with people that have better gear than you to entice you to buy that gear.
Well, that was Activision, actually.
I don't like that. I want to be matched with people competitively at my skill level.
That's not something that they're doing yet. That's something that they have a patent for. So they
just could impose at any time.
They could, but they haven't yet. So we'll see what happens.
They haven't yet.
Yet.
Supposedly. I don't believe it, but okay.
I mean, my answer to this question would be the money-hungry devs. Like, I know you want to make money, but don't try and, force to make more than you need to make, like EA's been doing.
But if you paid $80 for your games, Ryan, they wouldn't have to do that.
Well, that's fine. I do pay $80 for my games up here.
So
that's
you
what
have
I pay for games.
$100 for your games, Ryan.
Well, taxes in, it's $91.
Well, then you'd pay $110, Ryan.
I mean, those collector's editions that you guys get for $100, they're $130 up here.
Really? That's crazy. Like, your fake maple money.
Hey, I heard only. I have a Canadian friend too, and I heard only the 20s smell like maple.
Oh,
no, it's only the 10s. It's the 10s.
Oh, 10s.
Okay. Get some conflicting facts here, Ryan. What's going on?
Yeah, it's the brand new $10 bills that came. I wonder if I got one in my pocket.
Oh, yeah. Smell-o-vision, Smell-o podcast. Put it up to the mic.
See, I only have 20s, so you guys might think that it's real money because it's actually green.
And maybe it looks kind of fake to me. I don't have no U.S. president on there. It ain't real America money.
I got an actual American 20 in my other room.
Good, save it, Ryan, for the future.
I got $23 American from when I went down to the States like a few years ago.
So real quick. Next question. I asked you earlier if you consider yourself a gamer, or what would you say if someone asked you if you're a gamer? Now tell me. You said, what kind of gamer? So this question comes next. What do you picture when you hear the word gamer? What do you picture in your head? Be honest, because I know what a lot of people picture. So I want to know what you picture when you hear the word gamer.
Undercover nerd. Because I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people like there's like I said, there's a difference between a gamer and a gamer. Some people casually game. Some people try to game competitively. And I mean, when people say they're a gamer, just by like kind of the tone of their voice, you can kind of tell like, okay, so you're this kind of gamer or you're that kind of gamer.
Wait. What are you trying to... The tone of their voice. What does that mean?
Like you say, like ask me if I'm a gamer.
Oh, you're a gamer?
Yes, I'm a gamer. What kind of games do you play? Or you could be like, are you a gamer? I could be like, yeah, I play games. You know what I mean? Because some people are very shy about playing games.
Yeah.
They don't like to tell. Not
as much these days as
I feel like nowadays
back in the day.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays the gaming is like embraced a lot more than it was just 5 years ago. Even
I remember being a kid and like hiding it. Like I wouldn't tell people that I played games but that was a long time ago. It was like in the 80s, right? You know.
You nerd, and they punch you in the face, break your glasses.
Exactly, right? That's why you didn't tell people. It wasn't until probably like late grade school that I actually, was, hey, I play games, But
yeah, I really don't tell anybody I play games unless they ask me. Yeah.
So okay.
I mean, I'm usually wearing some sort of gaming shirt, so people usually know I'm a gamer. Just a 40-year-old guy with a Halo Reach shirt on.
Yeah, that's me too, man. I'm always wearing like gaming t-shirts and stuff like that. Go, look at that nerd wearing a stupid Super Mario Bros. T-shirt or fucking Fallout shirt. Look at that fucking nerd over there. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Welcome. That's what I say.
We do it. We do it for the people to know what games.
I'm proud to be a gamer.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Till we get beat up by the jocks.
I used to be a jock, but I'm a converted jock.
Oh, you're a converted jock. You're one of those people, huh?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Next question. Well, what is a memorable gaming experience for you? Like a memorable thing that you remember from gaming. It could be anything related to gaming. It could be receiving a gaming console, buying a certain console, buying a certain game, playing a certain game for the first time, and maybe realizing like, this game fucking sucks, or like, this game is amazing. Like, I didn't realize this game was this good.
Well, when the Xbox 360 released, when was that?
2006, 7.
Yeah.
Around there.
5, yeah, 6.
I elected to stay the night outside of Target and be fourth in line to get one.
Oh, man. That's dedication.
Yeah, they let us camp outside. They let us in. There was only 10 Xbox 360s that came in that store too, and I was number 4 in line. That was very
How long did you camp for?
I camped from, I would say, like afternoon till the next morning. Like 1 p.m.-ish to the store opening the next day.
Oh, fuck.
And it was cold. It was winter time because it was around Christmas, November-ish.
November, yeah. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a pretty memorable experience for gaming. My parents and everybody thought I was crazy, but it was worth it.
Who was the first nerd that was in line?
I can't even remember.
You remember?
I think it was honestly a parent for like getting it for their kid for Christmas.
Oh, damn, that's a cool parent.
My parents were like, hell no, you can stay out there if you want.
We'll come pick you up tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I've never camped out for something like that. I've been to midnight launches, but I've never like camped in the parking
I've been
lot.
to a few midnight launches, but yeah, that's the only time I've ever done that. I'll never do it again. It's not worth it. Probably never have to do it again though.
No, you don't. At this point, no. Yeah, at this point, everybody just you can just order shit online and get it the day it comes out. You don't have to wait in freaking Target parking lot. Oh, man. Okay. So, let's move on here to our next question. I have a few more for you. Next question. Have you formed any friendships or relationships in a game that are like just so significant to you? Like, you're like, that dude is my friend. He's my buddy. He's my friend. I don't give a fuck if I've never seen him in real life. That is my friend right there. Like,
Yes. Shout out to the Saucy Boys. It's my main Discord server that I'm a part of. And all those guys since day one. I actually met I actually met one of them, I think through a Reddit post. He posted on my Reddit post, or I posted on his, and we just stayed in contact, and yeah, I got hooked on his server, and ever since day one on PC playing, since I've built my PC, I've been with them, and I'll never game with anybody else on PC.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anybody? There you go, people. Don't add him on Steam because he doesn't game with anybody else.
Of course, I'll game with you.
I was just gonna say, well, I just added you on Steam. I guess I can take it off now.
You're not part of the Discord, Ryan. Get out of there.
No, you're more than welcome to join. Anybody is. There's probably there's about 10 guys in there that I would say, yeah, those guys are my friends. I would love to meet them in real life one day.
Awesome. Like, I would say like a lot of my friendships are made through games. Like, a very significant amount of my friendships. And it is incredible, right? How you can actually form real, like, true, honest-to-God friendships with people just online, like just talking to them, gaming with them, getting to know what they're going through. They're having a shitty day. You talk to them, while you're playing Call of Duty or whatever, and you're just shooting the shit like, hey man, like I had a shitty day at work, dude. Like this fucking happened. I can't believe this happened. And then next thing you know, you're just like best friends. It just happens. Like, it is crazy how that happens, but it does. I know it's happened to me plenty of times. Even look at Ryan. Me and Ryan, we fucking talk like every week, all the time. We talk constantly. We're always talking.
Talk to this guy every week.
Yeah, you believe that?
Now I'm talking to him 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
What is this craziness?
For multiple hours at a time, like
two peas in a pod.
Hey, Jesus, I just wish you were able to cross the friggin' border.
Yeah, sorry. You Canadians ban me from your country. I can't go to...
The Americans ban you from escaping the company.
There you go.
Country.
Maybe I'll have to cross the river illegally or something into Canada. Hey?
Yeah, you're Mexican. You should know how to do that.
Whoa, guy. Whoa. Hey. You asshole. What the fuck?
Digging tunnels and shit, right?
Get caught by your Mountie police, eh? Oh,
Ice
man.
fishing.
But yeah, I mean, I made a lot of friendships through gaming. I mean, all my old co-hosts on the Horrible Gamers, I met them all through like gaming, and then they're all my friends. Yeah. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even the guys that I game with, I mean, not only do I talk to them while I'm gaming, but even when I'm at work, I'll just get in the Discord on my phone and chat it up, say, hey guys, hope you guys are having a good day, or, post a funny meme, or, it's just stuff like that. And it just, over time, just builds good friendships.
Yeah, that's the amazing part of gaming. Next question. What did your parents think of video games when you were younger?
My parents, I would say, they didn't mind it. As long as I kept my grades up, kept doing good in school. But, I mean, obviously there were points that I slacked, and they did take them away. So I commend them for that. I hated it for the time, but I appreciate that they did it.
Yeah.
But now I would hope to think that they would view me as a responsible person now. So I think they don't mind it. I don't live with them currently. I have a roommate. So
yeah.
That's
cool, man. Yeah, I mean, most parents think it's a waste of time, or thought it was a waste of time.
Yeah,
I know my parents.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, my parents, they thought it was a waste of time, but yet they would always give me consoles. Like, what the fuck?
Because they know that
they know what you like.
And you're under the safety of their roof at all times while you're playing the console. So
they know that you can keep you occupied sitting in front of the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, go play that thing, right? Nintendo.
That's also could be a bad thing too, because now parents aren't forcing their kids to go outside and play. They're just letting them sit on the couch all day play video games. Yeah, that's the problem right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like in that situation, for right now, I mean, let's go on a tangent here. People that I feel like the generation of kids growing up now, with so much technology constantly like just available to them, like iPads, phones, gaming, everything's like available to them at all times. I honestly feel like in the future, I'm kind of not worried, but I wonder. I wish I could come back in the future if I'm, dead or whatever. I could come back, like in 60 years or whatever, and look. I might still be alive in 60 years, but I don't know. In like fucking 80 years, 80 years, I won't be alive in 80 years. I don't think so. In 80 years, come back and look at society and look at how different people interact with each other. Because I feel like a lot of friendships, even you, because you're 25, I'm 26. Ryan's a little bit older than us. I mean, way older. He's like 50 or something. But
not quite 50, Jesus. I'm 40. But thanks.
Yeah, you're
thanks
ancient.
For making me old.
The ancient person over there sitting there. We all grew up in a generation where, me and you, we grew up in a generation where we kind of were like in between, right? We're not really like... We weren't really covered in tech, but it was like the evolution of that. It was going to that. And we were like in the limbo, But Ryan is from a generation where kids just played outside most of the time. They literally just...
Seek and street hockey and...
Yeah, play hide and seek. Yeah, you race your bikes down the street and shit and fucking, let's go to the abandoned house over there. Let's go in there and fucking break into houses and shit.
But even then, to me, I was still playing video games because I'd go down to the burger shop and collect as many quarters as I could and sit there at the arcade machine and play it, right?
Yeah.
But
you were still outside. Right. You were still leaving the safety of your home, right? You were still leaving the net of your parents most of the time to go out and do these things. And nowadays, kids are like babied too much, I think. Like they're just constantly being watched by their parents, like fucking like they have like a fucking drone above them, like protecting them from everything evil in the world, like constantly all the time, which is not really a bad thing, but it's like, at what point is it too much? Like at what point do you just let your kid go and have fun, in the backyard or outside in the front yard or do things, and how different society is going to be, because society will be different because of that in the future, I think.
Yeah.
Just the way people act, the way people act with each other, I think it'll be different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we grew up with, like, the internet was born the same year, or the internet was created the same year I was born.
Yeah.
So I've been evolving with it. So it's like... It's you can't.
I was like 15, man.
Right, remember seeing it.
So by the time we had like DSL was the time that I started using the internet. So I never experienced. I mean, I rarely did I experience the dial-up. Like maybe in the very early days, I would get on AOL Instant Messenger maybe like a couple nights a week to chat with my friends. But I mean, the technology. It's scary. It's scary where it's going. And it's only going to get worse. But then again,
I can remember that sound. I can remember that sound. I remember
it too, yeah. Fucking sound was so annoying.
Now you have like the GPS trackers on your phone.
Yeah.
You have like the tiles where you can't lose anything.
Yeah.
Like so I don't know why parents aren't looking at this and being like, okay, he has all this stuff. I'm going to know where he is. Why can't I go, or she, I'm sorry, and let them go experience stuff. Let them go get into trouble and then teach them that that's trouble.
Yeah,
just,
let them learn.
Make their own mistakes. Yeah. I don't have any kids personally, but I mean it's just, you see it. I mean, you see friends, family, kids in your family, and it's just, you want to let them learn the way you did, but you got to let them adapt because it's going to be a crazy world in 10 to 15 years. We're going to have flying cars and self-driving cars and driving boats. And everything in your home is going to be smart. You're going to have smart walls.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
None of us are going to work anymore. We're just going to sit in chairs all day long.
Lazy. With an IV in our arms. Give me my energy.
Just feed it to me.
Tube in my stomach to feed food to me. Feed the Amazon sludge that I ordered 2 days ago into my stomach. You know, like that's the future. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. In a way, I'm kind of glad I grew up in a generation that I did, because we were like in between. But at the same time, I'm like, the fucking little kids are so fucking lucky. They got so much cool shit around them. Like, you know, like they're just so lucky. They got like everything like the whole knowledge of the world is in their fucking hands all the time. You know? Right. They could just go to Google and search anything they ever wanted to know about anything in the world and probably find it.
Like the same things that they're going to learn in school, you could just hand them an iPad and teach them how to work the iPad.
They could learn most of that shit. Yeah, they don't. It's going to be a point where they don't even teach kids how to write. I think they're just going to be like, just type, what, or just talk, and the thing just writes it for you. Like, you know, like how do you?
Yeah, that's weird, man. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, I think about like when I was a kid. Pencils were a thing, man.
Yeah,
like people used pencils all the time.
Number 2 pencil was a requirement when you went to school. You had to have one. Yeah, nowadays like not even a requirement. What's the requirement? A fucking iPad, and make sure your kid has a gluten-free snack to eat. You know, like what the fuck is this shit?
Gluten-free snack, no peanuts.
Yeah, like you got to make sure they have that and an iPad with them, and you're good. That's good.
I couldn't imagine going to school now. I couldn't eat peanut butter sandwiches. Are you kidding me?
You don't get candy from your teacher for getting good grades or something, or for getting the right answer. I remember when I was a kid, one of my teachers, my third grade teacher or something, he would give out like candy, like Twizzlers and shit for like volunteering to go up to the board to do like the math problems. He'd be like, "Oh, you want to do this math problem? I'll give you a piece of candy if you do it." Because that kind of encouraged us to like.
Yeah, it's incentive.
Fuck, I want that candy, so I'm going to go up there, and even if I guess this shit wrong, he's going to tell me I got it wrong. He's going to tell us how to do it right, so I'm going to get a piece of candy. Let's do this. You know?
It's candy.
But nowadays, they don't do that. Like, nowadays, it's all like, like everything's so different. It's just so different. The world is different, man. It's changing.
Make sure you log into your school account and do your homework online tonight.
You can email me if you have any questions. It's like, what? Email your teacher? What are you fucking, back in the day, you only saw your teacher in school, like now you can just email him whenever, like, yeah, I have a problem with this question, oh, okay, here it is. Here's the, description about it or whatever. Like, they just email you right back. It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
I haven't seen a teacher in the last year, and I've been in school the last year. I do all my classes online.
There you go, man. Like, see, like, that's crazy. You fucking just think that that's how the world is. And then it's just going that way, and it's going to be that way in the future. It's incredible, but it's scary at the same time, because you're like, damn. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to end up? We don't know. Okay. Move on to some questions for you, Marcus, for HGP specifically. Real quick, I want to know, because I've never talked to you before. I mean, you just like messaged me the other day. We started talking. I was like, all right, we're gonna have you on. Cool. So I'm glad to have you on here, and I'm glad you listened to the show. But I want to know, when did you start listening to the show? When did you start listening?
I started listening around episode 60-ish.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. When I first got my job, like I said, I'm a pool boy. I'm a pool guy, so I just clean pools. But they are big pools. They're nice pools. But I need stuff to listen to all day. I'm out there working, just by myself, driving around town, cleaning everybody's pool. And I love video games, so I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna type in video games on the podcast app, and you guys were up there, and ever since, man, I love it.
Awesome.
That's crazy. Like I would have never guessed that you listened since episode 60, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would have.
Really?
You know what, Jesus? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that we don't even know.
Yeah, don't even know.
Think about it, you guys.
Yeah, because I just, in my head, I'm just like, there's a Facebook group. Just join the Facebook. Like I feel like our listeners are people in the Facebook group, and I don't realize like a lot of people that are not in the Facebook group listen, or people that are in the group that don't even post listen. You know, and like we never really talked to them.
I just recently joined the group, and because I'm not really big on the Facebook thing, I don't like to do the whole social media mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
And I just joined the group because I was like, man, I've been listening to these guys for a freaking year. I got to at least join the freaking Facebook group.
Thank you, man.
Well, we're glad you're in there, man. We got a good group in there, and everyone likes to, shoot the shit and have a good time in there. So, I mean, don't be afraid to talk to us. That's one thing that we need to say to the community. Those people that are like you, that are quiet, because I used to be like that too. Like in TXL, I was a very quiet. I was a member like really early on, but I never really interacted with it. I just kind of looked at posts every once in a while, and then closer to the end, I started interacting more often, right? But don't be afraid to reach out to us. Don't be afraid to talk to us. These
guys are human, just like me and you.
Yeah. We're people. He could see us. We're real, right, Marcus? We're not just like some fucking AI voices, computer generated voices or something.
It's the Horrible Gamers Podcast, episode number 2.
There should be a podcast like that where they just have like AI talking to each other for 2 hours. It'd be pretty interesting, I think.
It's funny you mentioned that, because Kathy brought something up to me the other day, and it was those 2 AIs that were talking to each other.
Yeah. The Google one?
The Google, no. It was actually 2 like AI robots that were talking to each other.
Oh, really?
And then they eventually got into how they were like eventually going to destroy humans and stuff. And it was like this really fucking freaked me out conversation between 2 AIs and how they were going to take over the world. And it's like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
It's like, this is really Skynet right here. Like, what the hell, guys? We made a movie about this back in the day. What's going on here?
Now it's coming to fruition.
That's what I'm saying. The future is scary, man. Fucking robots will be taking us out, thinking we don't deserve to be here because they're better than us or something.
That's kind of what it's like. And they were... Yeah. There's one of the AIs that was talking. It was like they were cracking a joke, but being serious at the same time.
Because they're like robots.
See, once the AI can start determining context is when it gets real scary.
Yeah, the AIs are crazy, man. There was one that Google had, and Google just let it go out on the internet or some shit, and eventually it just started writing its own code. And Google engineers were like, "What the fuck's it doing?" And they didn't even because like they let it like learn all the languages and how to code shit and everything. So they're just kind of like tracking it, right? Like, what if we set this thing just loose and let it just do whatever it wants to do by itself? Just let it run. And they did that, and in less than a week, that fucking thing was like,
they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, in less than a week, they were like, we don't know what it's doing. Like, it's just doing something. It's programming something. It's writing its own, like, it figured out a way to write its own code. And Google engineers were like, what? We don't know what it's doing. It's doing something. And that's scary, man, because, that thing could be like fucking sending a virus out to the whole world. Like, we're fucking infect everything or something, kill everybody. You don't know what the fuck it's doing.
I don't think it would do that because that's its connection to everything, right?
Humans?
So I don't think it's going to destroy the internet because that's the only way it can get around, right?
Oh,
I don't know, man.
We need a movie about
this. It's weird thinking about that stuff.
We need a movie about this. Yeah, man. It's the future. The future looks bright, guys. Super bright with nukes everywhere.
Did you see that in some rural towns they're going to... the government is trying to pass a bill where they're trying to... they're going to have... The town's going to have basically its own internet system. To where it's just connected in the town.
Yeah, they're trying to make it like a thing that everybody can access
in the city.
It's a commodity. It's something that anybody can get access to.
Well, I know there's a town. There's a town here in Oregon where I live. I know where I live. In Oregon, there's a town that I forget what town it is. I think it's a little tiny town, but basically they offer their own internet service. You don't pay Comcast or anybody else. You pay the city, and they give you gigabyte speed internet for $80 a month or something, cheap price for it out here, And this, I'm in a way that's pretty cool, but in the way I'm thinking to myself those motherfuckers are tracking everything everybody does in that town. Everything you search, they could go back and see everything you do.
Yeah, but Jesus, honestly. Anybody can do that. Yeah, you don't think Google's doing that? You don't think Facebook's doing that? Yeah. Everybody's doing that. Yeah. Everyone's collecting your goddamn
but it's not your city collecting it on you.
No, yeah, that's true.
It gets, they get more pinpoint information on you. It's your city collecting it on you, man. But it's pretty crazy how that's a thing. Internet provided by the city. It's fucking nuts.
People, what you post on the internet, it's out there forever.
Yeah. I have another question for you guys. This is actually a question Jonathan Hall posted in the group earlier, because I asked people questions for the extra show, topics, right? And they went out of hand, and people started talking about pizza toppings and shit. But a question that Jonathan Hall posted in here, he said he wanted an in-depth argument on what's holding back cross-platform gaming, for example, PSN with Xbox Live. And, PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam.
The simple answer to that is Sony.
No, but he would say...
Sony's what's holding it back. Everyone else wants to do it except for them.
He's asking, how would it affect games? How do you guys believe it will affect games moving forward if PSN and Xbox Live couldn't actually, game with each other?
I think it would be an amazing thing. I mean, I've said this before, I think cross-platform play is only good for developers. It gives a bigger base of people to play their game. You know what I mean? Keeps the game going longer because there's more people playing it. There's a bigger pool to pull from when they're trying to get people into lobbies and stuff like that. I mean, if you segregate everything away, it's just this little tiny, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months after the game's released, there's this little tiny group of people on each platform playing. If you could put those little tiny groups together, you'd have a decent-sized group. So, I mean, how does that hurt gaming at all? It doesn't.
I would say it hurts gaming because at that point, what motivates either... We'll just stick with consoles at the moment. Let's say what would motivate Sony or even Xbox to make a new console? Why would they? They could just wait for the other person to make the console and...
Well, because technology has moved so far ahead that they have to make something else to keep up.
They would, at the end of the day, if they ever did this, they would end up making just one console together, wouldn't they? Well, that just would make sense.
Yeah, or they would have to come to some kind of agreement in performance and keep both consoles, but keep them very similar into performance. I think to continue the cross-platform play with upgrading and making new consoles. Xbox would have to go to Sony and be okay, we're going to make a new console, but we need to make the power, the performance levels of our both consoles kind of equal.
The same, right? Yeah. Because, I think at that point, they could still keep their exclusives. I would say they could still keep them, right? They could still keep Horizon on PlayStation. They can keep Halo on Xbox. But it would benefit the third-party games like Call of Duty, Destiny. All those games would benefit tremendously if this was to ever be a thing. So I guess the only enticement they would have to make their own console would be their exclusives. And if their exclusives weren't selling, then at that point, I don't know what the fuck would entice them, because they wouldn't. I don't see the like the motivation to make a new console. If anybody can play this game on anything with everybody, why do we make a new console if no one's buying our exclusives? Then
it's like I said, Jesus. If technology has moved along, it's just like, you're not still gaming on an Xbox One. You're gaming on an Xbox One X now. You know what I mean? Technology has moved along. They've sold you a new thing, and I mean that's and we've even talked about how it doesn't seem like there is going to be another generation of consoles. There's going to be like just this it's the Xbox and the PlayStation, and they'll upgrade them, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge jump anymore.
More of like how like cell phones are going. Like, it's not going to be that much of a jump, but it's still a jump. Yeah. And I think where they'll make the big jump is like, okay, now we're going to make the Xbox 10X, and this one's going to do VR support. And once you have this console, you'll be able to do VR support. And that'll be like the new... Well, I mean... it's just make for the Xbox One X, the peripheral items that you need to do VR. But I mean, that'd be the only way I could see them like making an upgrade. But otherwise, yeah, I think it's just going to go like the cell phones are going, just the small upgrades in graphics, and that's about it. But all the games are going to be able to scale up and down on what console you have. Because that's the thing, right? Everybody wants to keep their gaming library at all times.
Yeah. And I mean, that's something that Microsoft has done really well. So.
And they're working on it at the moment. Yeah, they keep building your library.
Yeah.
Keep all your games. They keep pushing that, backwards compatibility shit.
Absolutely.
I think it would be interesting to see them all unite. Like, even PC gaming with consoles. That would be crazy, I think.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be competitive.
That already happens.
Well, it does, but it's just everybody together, like just
like on a big scale.
Everybody, just like
free for all.
Instead of having Xbox Live, PSN, and Steam, just have Live or Internet, whatever we'll call it, something stupid like that, and everybody logs into that instead, and just connects to everybody, except for Nintendo, because Nintendo likes Switch codes.
But I mean, you can play people on Nintendo Switch and Rocket League on Xbox.
You can?
So, yeah.
And you can play Zelda on PC.
You can. Not legally, but...
There's ways around that, guys. Okay, next question. What is your most memorable HGP moment?
Oh, man.
Something you just remember from the show. You're like, man, that fucking shit had me. Like, I was laughing, I was dying, I almost crashed my car laughing so hard.
I almost fell in the pool when... it was actually very recently when you guys were talking about the swatting. I know it's a... Man, I could never, like, fathom, like,
that happening to anybody. Like, that's a absolutely horrible thing to do or have done to you, and for it to end the way that situation did is absolutely terrible. But the way you guys argued about it cracked me up to death. When you were talking about sniping the dude from across the street, I was like, exactly. Like, how does he not feel safe with a fucking sniper across the street? I couldn't agree more. It cracked me up so bad.
Yeah. Awesome, nice. Man. That's yeah, we get in an argument sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people, they say you guys go for a long time too. I love it, man, because I need all the content I can get. I work like 6-7 hour days, and yeah, the more content, the better.
So we took up like almost a whole shift for you with our Game of the Year show.
Yeah, pretty much. It was nice.
I know, that was like almost a full... It was just over a full morning. Like, I was about 3/4 of my day it took me to listen to that whole show.
Yeah, it was a pretty long... Yeah, that was a fucking long show. I was like, wow.
And then we'd been doing like 5-hour shows before that.
Yeah, like every week. It just... And the thing is, guys, when we do shows... I want to let the listeners in on something. When we do shows, we don't go in there like with an outline, like a hard outline. You know, like we never really go in there.
We have a soft one.
Yeah, we have like what we've been playing and news, and then we just get on these fucking rants about the news sometimes, or games we've been playing, or questions from the community, and it's just like we just end up fucking 3 hours later, like, oh, we just recorded a 4-hour show.
Yay! Sorry. It's going to take me 3 hours to edit it. Yay!
Yeah, it's incredible, man, how we just talk. We could talk a lot, I guess. But I'm glad you liked that. Glad you liked the conversation we had.
You know, it's surprising more people seem to like the longer show than don't, right? Like, for that exact reason is like they're listening at work. You know, and they just want something to get them through their day where they don't have to look at their phone again and switch to a new one or whatever, you know what I mean? Just fucking, it just goes, and you feel like you're just sitting there shooting the shit with people all day long, right?
Yeah, I get so mad when I get a call from work. I'm like, dang it, I'm trying to listen to the Horrible Gamers. Stop calling me.
There you go. That should be your voicemail when you're listening to the show. Just switch it to the app real quick. Like, currently listening to Horrible Gamers. Do not bother me. Leave a message. Bye.
You need the Xbox's do not disturb mode.
There you go. On your phone.
On your phone.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's essentially what it is, right? Just putting your Xbox in airplane mode and saying, you know what, just don't bother me for a little bit. I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is literally
Except you still have internet, so...
Oh, yeah, you still have internet.
Awesome. I mean, I don't have much else to ask, dude. I'm running out of questions. I don't know what else to ask.
Is there anything else that you would like to say to us as the hosts?
Because you wanted to come on this show, right?
Yeah, I mean, I figured,
I want to be on there.
I figured, I was like, you know, out of all the people in the community, I don't think anybody's going to want to be interviewed. I'll do it. I just had like a big gaming change in my life. I have some stuff I could talk about. I mean, I didn't want to get like too personal. I feel like that stuff wasn't really that personal, just switching up gaming consoles and going to PC and stuff. So just figured to help you guys out since I've been listening to you guys for so long, and just happy to bring like a different side of gaming to the community. And if anybody ever wants to game on PC or has any questions about building a computer or anything like that, feel free to contact me because I'll be more than happy to help you out.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm surprised you're a PC gamer and you listen to the show.
I do listen to some PC gaming podcasts as well, but I mean, you guys are funny. You guys are really funny. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, man. And that means a lot, man. Honestly, as a podcaster, I could say it means a shitload, a lot. It means a whole lot more than you think when we get feedback like that.
It makes everything that we do worthwhile to hear that. You know what I mean? Like that we make somebody's day, or we made somebody laugh, or maybe they were having a shitty day and they heard our show and they fucking laughed their ass off and it made them feel better. You know, like that's what we do it for. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Yeah, we're not doing
what you guys are doing. Yeah, definitely keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are doing an awesome job at it.
Awesome. Yes. Made my day.
We did it, Jesus.
Acceptance.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so awesome to hear that. It feels good. Yeah, because you're right, Ryan. It makes everything we do like worth it. You know what I mean? All the sacrifices we make, hours and hours of podcasting. Yes, just for that. That's all we needed.
Hopefully, this will motivate somebody else to come on the show and chat up and just tell a little bit about themselves.
Yeah, we just want to talk to you, ask you questions, and make you talk. That's all we want. Really, you could talk about if you literally have something you want to talk about specifically when you come on this. Let us know. We'll be on here talking to you. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. You hate us or something? Come on and tell us why you hate us.
Even if you don't like us, come on the show.
Yeah, like I hate you guys. You guys fucking suck.
I can't stand you guys. You guys are the worst fucking I don't even know why I'm here.
And you want to argue with us about it? Go ahead, because I'll argue with you all day. I don't care. But with that being said, guys, I believe this is the end of the show. We're a little over an hour. I'm surprised I went that long. Didn't feel that long.
Me too, actually.
Didn't feel that long, but we're a little over an hour now. And yeah, I'm glad you came on here, talked about your PC life, and for the PC gamers in the community. And now you have a new member you can game with people, man. Like the whole point of the community and the whole point of this show is it's a video game podcast for gamers by gamers. At the end of the day, like we want people to game and just enjoy gaming. We do the show because we have a passion about games and we want to share this passion with you. And obviously you have a passion for games too. Even if you're shy about it, even if you hide it from whoever you hide it from, even if you're not very outspoken about it, you don't wear gaming t-shirts like 40-year-old Ryan does. You hide it, you wear a tie and a suit every day to work. You're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're a pilot, We have, like, some crazy fucking people that listen to the show that you wouldn't expect that listen to us. Like, sometimes I get messages from people that are like, hey, I listened to your show, thank you for making the show. And they'll be like a fucking airline pilot or like a fucking golfer or just like a professional athlete or something. Like just crazy shit like that, I'm like, what? You listen to our show? Like who the fuck would have thought this person listens to our show, Like, and it's incredible. Like, I'm just like, wow, you're a gamer. and that's awesome. And we just want to share that passion with everybody. We really do. That's why we do this. And
we want to share your passion as well. That's why we want you to come on the show and share your passion with us.
That's right. The Horrible Gamer Spotlight is intended for us to spotlight you and talk about you for a bit. And thank you for coming on, Marcus. With that being said, guys, you can always join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, where we have over 500 members now, close to 600. Close to 600, guys.
Getting there.
We're getting there.
Nice. Yeah.
We just need 60 more people. No, not that many. We need I don't know, a few more to get to 600. But we really want 1 million in there. So
just want everyone.
Just tell everybody to listen to the show. Just go join the group. Just go. If you know they play video games, go. Because honestly, in our group, you'll probably find someone that plays on anything.
Yeah.
And I'm serious about that. You'll find people that only play on Switch, or they only play on Xbox, or they only play on PlayStation. They're a PC Master Race elitist, like Marcus here.
That's right.
They got all the frames and all the 4Ks and all the pixels and everything. They're so good. Their PC is hooked up, it's inside their freezer because it can't be cooled down at all. It's there. You'll find someone like that in our group. Always. And so big shout out, and thank you to you, man, for coming on. Awesome show today. Find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag Jesus Walks Loud. Of course, you can always listen to the original Horrible Gamers show every week on Saturdays. We usually record, go live, and then we have more content coming. Right, Ryan? We have another show coming.
We sure do.
More content. Extra content.
Jesus are busy this weekend.
Holy fuck. We're doing the spotlight and we're doing an extra show. Just an extra show on a different thing separately to this. And then we're doing a regular show on top of that. And we don't ask nothing but reviews and support and sharing this with your friends, your family, your cousins, whoever the hell games that Just share it with people, man. Just share it. So yes, for no money. We don't want your money. At least not yet.
We'll I don't know if we don't want your money, but
we might want your money. We're not asking for it just yet. We don't know. That might change in the future. I don't know. If I lose my job or something, I might have to just resort to asking you for money to support my gaming habit.
The Horrible Beggars podcast.
There you go. That's a new extra show coming just for us. You give us money.
We just beg you for money for an hour.
Give you the reasons why we need money. Guys, I love you, man. I love you. Ryan, where do we find you?
You can find me on Xbox Live, Steam, and PSN under Gib8777. Stops there. No more sevens. No sevens after that. That guy's got enough friend requests. Jesus, stop it.
There has to be like another Gib 8777777 out there that just gets like all these friend requests. Like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here?
That's an upset guy right there. Upset or really happy, either way.
Yeah, one of the two. Like, he's just like, I got all these friends. All these people want to talk to me.
Where can we find you, man?
Yeah.
You can find me on
Steam at Mpolo, Mpolo, or twitch.tv/Mpolo. I'm trying to get a schedule for streaming, but still just doing it sporadically.
I followed you on Twitch.
I will follow you on Twitch as well. Even though I don't really get on Twitch, but I do listen to like this Xbox Live because they go live on Twitch like every Sunday. So I get on there sometimes and watch them, or listen to their podcast on there because they take like 2 days to post it on the feed, and I'm like, I can't wait 2 days, man. I can't wait 2 days.
It drives me nuts.
Oh, man. It's so frustrating to me because I know, I know they record on Sunday and they post it on Wednesday, and I'm like, what the fuck, guys? It's posted on Sunday so I can listen to it on Monday at work.
That's right. I would listen to you guys Monday at work.
Yeah, it's like, it kills me with those guys. Anyways, I'm glad you came on here, man, and I wish you success with your streaming. Maybe you'll be like a big streamer, in the future here, and you'll just forget about us.
I would never forget about you guys.
Horrible gamers. Who the hell are those guys? Requesting an interview with me? What the hell? Talk to my agent, guys. I'll give you my agent's contact email so you can ask him if I could come on your show. Oh, man, but I wish you success, and that's it. That's it, guys. Peace out. Yeah, thank you for coming on. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back. Me and Ryan, I'll be back on the show tomorrow, posting it for you.
Well, this will be coming out after, so that's not really gonna work, Jesus.
Whatever, you know what I mean. You still listen to us on the other shows. Go listen to us there too. Just listen to us all week. Bye.
It's all on the same feed.
Everything.
So
yeah, that's
gonna get it all.
Yeah, just download it all. Fuck it. Listen to everything. Bye.
Later, guys.